All right, let's dive into this explainer on Cronos, or CRO. If you've spent any time at all in crypto, you have definitely seen this token everywhere. It's basically the face of crypto.com. But what does it actually do? Let's break it all down. Yeah, you see it all over the crypto.com app, right? It's staring you in the face. But the question is always there. Is CRO just another token to trade, or is it doing something more? Well, it turns out there's a whole lot more going on behind the scenes. To really get a handle on CRO, you kind of have to understand the world it was built for. It's not really a standalone token. It's more like the official currency of its own digital kingdom. I mean, CRO is completely intertwined with crypto.com. This isn't some project just floating out there in the crypto universe on its own. Nope. It's the essential fuel that's designed to power every single part of the crypto.com machine. And believe me, it's a massive machine. At the very center of it all is CRO, and it connects everything. The trading app that millions of people use, the Cronos blockchain humming away underneath, the digital wallets, and yeah, even those really popular metal Visa cards. CRO is the common thread, the glue, that ties this entire ecosystem together. Okay, so we get the kingdom, but what exactly is the currency? Let's get a nice, clear definition of what CRO is all about. Put simply, CRO is the native token of the Cronos Chain. You know how Ether is the gas that powers the Ethereum network? Well, it's the exact same idea here. CRO is the fundamental currency for the blockchain that Crypto.com built. So, why even build a whole new blockchain? Well, the goal was pretty clear. Solve for speed and cost. Cronos is built to be fast, really cheap to use, and this is critical. It's compatible with Ethereum. And that is a huge deal, because it means developers can bring their existing apps and code over with almost no effort. It's like rolling out the red carpet to attract new projects. Here is probably the best way to think about it. If the entire Crypto.com ecosystem is a big, bustling city with all its services and infrastructure, then CRO is its local currency. You need it to pay for things, to participate in the local economy, and to unlock all the special perks that are only available to the residents. So if CRO is the local currency, what can you actually do with it? This brings us to its utility. And trust me, this is not a token that's designed to just sit in a wallet. It's absolutely meant to be put to work. CRO really has four main jobs. First, you use it to pay transaction fees on the network. Second, you can stake it, lock it up to help secure the whole network, and you get rewards in return. Third, holding CRO unlocks all kinds of perks like trading discounts and better card benefits on Crypto.com. And finally, it's your access pass to the entire world of DeFi and NFTs that's being built on the Cronos Chain. So CRO has a ton of uses, for sure, but it's not without its risks. Let's take a really balanced look at the pros and the cons here. The upside is pretty clear. It's backed by a huge established ecosystem, it's got lower fees and faster transactions, and it has real, actual utility. But the risks are just as significant. Its value is almost entirely tied to the fate of a single company, Crypto.com. It faces some fierce competition from other blockchains, and of course, it's volatile, just like any other crypto. Plus, there are some pretty valid centralization concerns, since it's so tightly controlled by its parent company. With all of that in mind, what does CRO tell us about the broader crypto market? Let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture. When it comes down to it, CRO is a prime example of this huge trend in crypto, the rise of the platform token. Now, this is a model where a token's value comes almost entirely from how useful it is inside one company's closed ecosystem. It's a completely different philosophy from something like Bitcoin, which is all about being a global, decentralized currency with no single owner. And there's a playbook these platforms are all using. They bundle everything together, the wallet, the exchange, the blockchain, and the token. Then they create a bridge that connects regular consumers using the apps and cards with the more advanced world of developers building in DeFi and NFTs. The end goal here is to create a token that feels less like just a speculative asset and more like a functional working currency for a digital nation. And this leaves us with a really fundamental question for the future of crypto. What model is going to win? Will it be open, decentralized currencies? Or is it going to be these all-in-one digital nations, each with its own special currency like CRO? That is the real story to watch. Thanks for digging into this with me today.